Let's get to the latest as far as the India-China face-off and deadlock is concerned. So, Sister Last at a brigade commander level meeting was held today. This is an effort to ensure that the situation doesn't escalate any further on ground along the line of actual control. In fact, this is also being done to ensure that the lines of communication, the channel of communication between the two sides remains open. Meanwhile, talks between Lieutenant General Harinder Singh and Major General Ling have been planned for early next week. The meeting is likely to be held on Monday or Tuesday. This development comes a day after the India Foreign Minister, Mr. Jaishankar, met his counterpart Wang Yi in Moscow, and we issued a joint statement with a 5-point consensus that the two sides have actually agreed on. So, series of meetings here on will be held, at a military level through the next week, especially to ensure that the situation in Chushul, which has become the latest face-off point, doesn't get any worse.
Both India and China have agreed for de-escalation along line of actual control in eastern Ladakh. Till the final disengagement takes place, PLA and Indian Army will continue to meet in Chushul. Basically, every day there will be brigadier level meeting to resolve this issue through dialogue, as tension is continue at line of actual control in eastern Ladakh. At the same time, in next week there will be meeting at the journal levels where it will be discussed how to resolve this issue through dialogue. Basically, India's external affairs minister Jaishankar met his Chinese counterpart in Moscow, where he discussed that the situation along line of actual control is tense and it needs to be resolved through dialogue. And this is what is happening at the ground also. Both the armies are meeting at Chushul to sort out this issue, because there has been continuous build up from the personnel of People's Liberation Army, as they are trying to change the status quo along the line of actual control since May, and this has been happening for some time now. This aggression was stopped in the month of May as there was disengagement. Even the People's Liberation Army personnel went back from the position they had taken. But later in the month of August, when it was 29th, 30th and 31st, the personnel of the People's Liberation Army tried to change the status quo and intrude into the Indian territory near Pangong. So, but what's more important, as India's external affairs minister Jaishankar has already met his Chinese counterpart to basically reduce the tensions along LAC, now the process has begun. Both the armies are meeting. Today also there is meeting of brigadiers at Chushul, where they will be discussing the situation, and the main aim is to resolve this issue through dialogue. And at the same time, India is also committed for its sovereignty and integrity. Basically, Government of India has given its clear stand that first they will try to resolve this issue through dialogue, and later it's also ready to fight.